Hi everyone, my name is Philip Pollock. I serve as the president of the Friends of St. Mark's Wildlife Refuge, and I'm really happy to be here today to present the state of the Friends at this particular time. You know, as all of you are aware, the past couple of years have been very difficult, not only for you, but for organizations such as the Friends Group, because there's been a lot of isolation. The visitor center has been closed, and so we, as a Friends Group, have tried to figure out ways to bypass that sort of hurdle. The primary reason why we're in a favorable position at this point in time, in spite of all of the difficulties over the last couple of years, is you. You have come to us not only through public support in terms of visitations, but also you have given your valuable volunteer assistance. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we discuss the outdoor events at the nature store. Also, if you read just a little further down the page, you will find the treasurer's report that's provided by Bill Everett. Again, in spite of a couple difficult years, we remain in a very good position financially. And, I think that a big part of this is a result of the nature store, certainly. Your donations, those two things have been invaluable in our success, if you want to refer to the past couple of years that way. All of the engagement that you have made coming down to see us outdoors, as well as supporting us through the nature store, all of that has been, as I say, invaluable, and we want to thank you today for that assistance, and just happy to be able to report positively about the current state of affairs. You know, in addition to the individual support that we've received from you all over time, and then, certainly more recently when we've really needed it, there are a few key donors that I want to recognize here because it's a very important aspect of our annual report. You're all aware through the newsletter and through other emails that you have received that our intern program is a very valuable service to the refuge, and Terry Peacock, manager of the refuge, will be the first to admit that the interns provide a great service for them because, over the last couple of years, Terry has actually lost a number of key staff in the work that they need to have done, and those people haven't been replaced. The interns come in semester to semester, and they provide not only physical work, but they do valuable research as well regarding, the red-cockaded woodpeckers, the frosted flatwood salamanders, and longleaf pine. So those three wildlife initiatives are extremely important, but they're integral to the intern program. And the interns themselves are just a wonderful group. They're very intelligent. They're kind of handpicked by us to come based on their background in school and in education. And they come here and they provide a huge service for us. The people that I want to recognize are three different folks. Dr. Ed and Hilda Carney, they have continued giving us support primarily for the red-cockaded woodpeckers, and really all three of the initiatives, but also then there's Vandermeer Creative, who have primarily given us support where the salamanders are concerned, and then more recently Val and Dave Lahart, who have been in the past very helpful, obviously with the restoration of the lighthouse, and then more recently where these wildlife initiatives are concerned. And I want to say too here today that in addition to, some of the difficulties that we've talked about already, a way that we have gotten around that is by putting forward some virtual opportunities for the public. And every time you have something happen that's kind of dramatic and difficult, like the isolation that we've all been through. There's always kind of a silver lining behind that. And the silver lining here is that the virtual opportunities that we put in place were taken advantage of by the public in lots of different ways. If you want to read in more depth over the last couple of years, where going back to our Reflections newsletter, you can read about some of those virtual aspects of the programming that we have developed. The key one, of course, has been the online nature store. And the really great part about the online store has been that we've continued to provide a service to the public. And then more recently, to try to engage the public more in person, we brought the nature store to the parking lot. Our very creative and energetic store manager, Rita LeBlanc, has orchestrated about 7 very, very good events that have all been profitable. I mean, it was just extremely well received. And you have been a huge part of that by coming to the Refuge and talking with us and purchasing. And, I think the most wonderful part about those outdoor events was the fact that we did, in fact, become engaged more with you, and we learned more about, what your questions were, what you were most interested in, and how we could better facilitate those needs that you're indicating. Also, those outdoor events just can't happen by themselves, and so I want to thank the volunteers who were involved in each one of those situations. They really did a tremendous job. They were always there and willing to help. And I just want to say thank you very much to not only Rita, but on any given Saturday when these parking lot events were held, I want to thank the people who joined in to assist on those and make them happen and make them be successful. Something that I think you're all aware of, but I want to brush on just very quickly. Once again, is that in the early spring of 2021, the Friends were recognized as the Friends Group of the Year by the National Wildlife Refuge Association. This was a huge honor. I think there are a grand total of about 185 refuges around the country. And we were singled out and given recognition for many reasons, actually. And you're one of the biggest of those reasons, because when the association actually looked to decide who was, a recipient for this very good award, they looked primarily at our friend base, by everyone's friend base. And our friend base is very strong, and they saw that, and that was extremely helpful. They also looked at how we have progressed from previous history into the present day, how we planned, how we orchestrated things that we wanted to see happen. And that took place as a result of strong board of directors activity. Our past boards of directors have been very thoughtful in terms of what was going to happen in the future, and currently our board of directors is the same way. It's a responsible group of people. There are people that volunteer, and I just can't say enough about all of the people I've been involved with on past boards, but as well our current board of directors, because it's a wonderful group and they're very giving. It's been my great pleasure to be serving as president over the last year and a half, and I've been on the board of directors for about 6.5 years at this point, and my term ends in May. Now, I think we've accomplished some very good things, and yet there's a lot to accomplish in the future. And the the handoff of the baton is a very favorable one, because stepping into my shoes is former board president, Mr. Tom Baird. Tom has agreed to come back and help us in this transition as an interim president, and we're looking forward to that. He brings a huge amount of expertise and thoughtfulness into the role as the president for the Friends Group. It's going to continue to progress, and I can only see bright futures ahead of us. I just want to end by thanking all of you for your continued support and your sustained love for the Refuge. I just can't tell you enough. There's no way that we could do what we do as a Friends Group and help the Refuge without you. It's so invaluable and so important. I want to say thank you. With all of your support, I don't see any reason why we can't have continued success on into the future. I want to thank you very much.